Welcome to the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Layback Corey. I got a special guest in today. He's a great artist. He's an artist from the Motor City, but you probably heard his music all around the world. He have a hot record out called Call Off featuring Philip Banks. And he got a lot of records, man. He got a record called Sit Back, I Love and Enjoy. He got Bedroom. This guy is hot. My main man, Jeff Dean. What's up, man?
What's up? How you doing?
So what's going on with you, man?
Hey, man, nothing too much. I just got this new record out, Call Off, featuring my homeboy Philip Banks that I've just dropped. The music video dropped last week. Views are doing well.
So if you don't mind, let's can we get the people out there a snippet of this song?
Oh, we definitely can.
All right, here we go, y'all. Call Off, Jeff Dean featuring Philip Banks.
Let's go.
Baby, you should call off. Baby, call off. Baby, you should call off. I'm recruiting, babe, so come through this way and just work for me. I can show you things. Be your boss today. Baby, you should call off. Baby, call off. Baby, you should call off. I'm recruiting, babe, so come through this way and just work for me. I can show you things. Be your boss today. Call off, be my freak chick, take a freak day. Call off on them bitches, take a sick day. Oh, don't go. Oh, no, don't go. Checking on what it seem like. Ooh, girl, I wanna see you play. I can tell ya, hella freaky. Give me boom, 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 yeah. So don't go. Baby, don't you go. Girl, can you stay home and play? Do your cloud, girl, make it rain.
Man, when I heard this record the other day, I was like, man, I'm putting this on repeat. It's not one song, man, I heard from you, man, that I can say I don't want to listen to it again. Like,
Man, I appreciate that.
So tell us about this song, Call Off.
So originally, when I was in the studio, the record was supposed to be like, cut them all off. So me and the producer, we were sitting back, coming up with concepts with the record. And I was saying like, all right, I cut off all of my hoes for you. So then my homie comes in, he like, hey, your ass always calling in for work and all that shit. So he was like, you should make the record called Call Off. So I was like, he right, and I can do like more with that record. So I just sat down and I just started writing. I had the hook in like 1 minute. And so I was like, okay. So I went in, I did the melody on the records, and then I couldn't find like a melody that I loved for the verse. So I contacted my friend Nisha Burchett, Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter. And so I'm like, hey, can you do a melody for me for this? And she did. Then I wrote the lyrics, and we had that. And then I hit up Philip. I knew he was gonna add some fire to it, and that's what we had.
So I know you got another song with Philip called Vibe With You.
Yes.
How did that record come upon?
That record I wrote super quick. I went in, I heard the beat. I was like, oh, this beat is dope, like dope summertime beat. So I went in, I did the melody, I wrote it. I think I did that song in like 30 minutes. So yeah, that's my baby too, cause that's my first record where I kind of vocal produce myself and write on it. So.
Right. But the first record I heard from you, besides that great record, was House Guest featuring Early Mac.
Okay. Yeah.
When you first recorded that song, was you nervous, or how was it when you recorded that song?
I was nervous. The first record that I had that was for me was Good Morning, and A+ had wrote that, Anisha Burchett and Antea, and I had cut that record, but I wasn't all the way comfortable with how I sounded in. And so I went, and I was like, I need a summertime banger. So me and my friend Marcus Mims, I'm sorry. We wrote House Guest, and we wrote that super quick too, maybe in like an hour. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna add somebody hot on it. And at that time, Early Mac was really, really hot in the city. So I hit him up, and we did that record, and it did pretty well for me, actually. It put me in in like the Detroit scene, like the Hot 107.5 scene is what we call it. And yeah, I got like recognition, and I knew a bunch of people from there, so I built a lot of relationships off that record. I promoted it and pushed it for like a year or two.
So when you did that record, House Guest, I figured you would make a remix called Get Out. You know, the hell are you here for? Get Out.
Nah, I'm more of a gentleman.
Make a remix. Yeah, because you did say earlier you dropped all your hoes, called off. You know what I'm saying? So I see the gentleman in you, but there's nothing wrong with telling the house guests to get the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've been out here too long. Bye.
If you pay attention to like each of the songs, it's actually a story of a one night stand. So you have it would be TKO first, and then it would go into it'd probably go TKO, Good Morning, then House Guest, then Vibe With You. So I'm asking you to come home with me, to stay the night, and then after you stay the night, I like the vibe, so vibe with me, and then call off from work because I need you to stay another night.
Yeah, and then after that, get out. Get your stuff and leave, bro.
I'm cancel with that. This new cancel culture.
Right. So, tell us about this song TKO, Knock It Out, featuring Lil Brittany.
TKO, that's my baby too. Okay, so that record came about. Yanni Fairchild, he produced for Trey Songz, Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, and you might know him by Say Ya. So he's a homie. So he sent me that beat over, and I sent it to Anisha. Anisha did a melody comp to it, and me, Antea, and Marcus, we went to the studio, and we started writing on that record. And Antea just like started writing super, super fast. And we came out. She was like, I want it to be like a boxing concept. And we was like, okay. And that's what we came with.
Now, you said Antea. For the world out there that doesn't know Antea, and because we know Antea, but it's important for the world to know who Antea. Can you explain to them who they are?
Antea Burchett. She's a songwriter from the city of Detroit, a Grammy Award-winning songwriter. She's written for Beyonce, for her, for Danny D. Kane, for Tiana Taylor. The list goes on. And she's also my manager.
So why Antea is a manager?
Antea has a lot of hats. Antea loves managing artists. She loves teaching. She loves vocal producing. A lot of different things.
So tell us about this bachelor's of applied science degree that you have in criminal justice and corrections.
Okay, so
congratulations too, by the way, Wayne
thank
State.
You. Appreciate it. So at first I didn't know music was obtainable, not here. So of course I was like, okay, I need to go to school. I want to be a lawyer. So I wanted to be an entertainment lawyer, but then I also wanted to be a criminal lawyer. I wasn't sure, and so then I just went to Wayne State. I got my degree, and I joined a choir at Wayne State Gospel Chorale, and I started singing a lot. And then I ended up being in a Christian group. So I was like, all right, I want to do music. So by my junior year, I told my mom, like, all right, I got $60,000 in student loans right now, but I think I want to do music. And she was like, what? And at that time, I was doing extra roles. So I was like in a bunch of different movies and commercials and stuff. So I was like, oh, this is really, really cool. Like, this is what I want to do. I'd rather do this for 16 hours a day than work for 4 hours a day, because I was working part-time at a bank. And yeah. She told me she'd support me, and I was like, I'm going to finish my degree because I'm already this far. I already got 100 credits, and that's what I did. So I've not used it a day in my life.
So what was your where was your first performance?
What was my first performance? Oh, okay. It's a company that develop artists named Star Factory. Shout out to Squeeze. And he threw like a showcase, like a big show or whatever. I forgot the name of it. And I was part of that. And then I didn't have a name yet. I think I was going by like J. Dean. and so I did cover songs, so I wasn't even officially an artist. And I think about 6 months later, I had settled on a name, and I opened for what was the open mic jam, and I did like a feature there, and that was like my first real show.
So was you very nervous when you performed in front of people, or you just like forget I'm just gonna go out there and give it my, and just say forget it, you know?
Yes and no. So I was used to singing because I was singing in church and I was in a Christian group, but as a solo artist, it was the pressure of just me being in front and have to be entertaining for everyone else. So I used to be like, let me take a couple shots, and then I took artist development. So after that, it was easier for me to be able to perform without trying to drink, or anything before.
Now today, when you first came in, I see that you had a boot on your foot. Did you shove your foot up somebody's ass? What happened? You
No,
know?
I wish that was the case. I wish it was something cool that I actually broke my foot with. But no, some niggas was fighting, and I was trying to save my drink. So I didn't want to spill my drink. So when I moved over to the side, my foot bent, and
That drink must have been very expensive.
Hey, if I would have known, I would have just let it. I would just let it fall. But the doctor told me
the drink costs over $12. I ain't letting that just
it was a
spill.
sidecar, so it was definitely like 20.
Oh, I'm getting every drop.
But yeah, the doctor said my muscle actually broke the bone because my muscle moved before the bone did. So that's why it broke.
Can't go nowhere nowadays, man. People acting up, man.
Niggas always fighting.
So tell me how you came up with this good project called Man Dope. I see the songs, every song on there I like, man. Touch Me, Can't You See? That was that, because you sampled that. That was a great record.
Thank you.
Sit Back and Bedroom. Oh, man.
Thank you.
That K-Samp, man.
Appreciate that.
You did good, man. How did you come up with that great project?
So when I had dropped House Guest already, and I wanted more buzz for my next single, which was TKO. So I was like, okay, how can I do that? I love 90s music, and Tiana Taylor, I think, had just did cassette tape. So I was like, all right, I want to do a 90s project as well. So originally it was called Mad Love, but then I saw that JoJo was coming out with a project called Mad Dope. So I was like, oh, I can't do that. So then I changed it to Mad Love. I changed it to Mad Dope, which was better to me. And I was like, I'm going to do like 90 songs. I'm going to do 4 of them. So I hit up Slate. He's a producer in the city of Detroit, Dustin Slater. And he just sampled 3 of these records for me. He had already sampled the Sit Back record, and I heard that and I was in love with it. So I was like, okay, I need this beat. Then we went and we did Bedroom, and we did Touch Me. And so I wrote Touch Me by myself. That was the first record that I ever wrote by myself. And then,
oh, man, that's good, man. That's a great record, man.
Thank you.
That is a great record.
It took me like 2 weeks to write that record. I was like, oh, what I'm going to do? But yeah, bless you.
Thank you. Yeah. But that was a great record, man. And also, as far as the performance part, I see you open up for Trevor Jackson and K. Michelle. How was that experience?
Yes. Oh, it was dope. Trevor is really, really down to earth. And he selected me. Like, I submitted to open for him. He selected me, put me on the flyer. He was like really, really cool, down to earth. He was at my sound check. And that was a great show. Like, as soon as I walked up on stage, like, all the girls were screaming. I felt like, oh, I'm a celebrity now. I done made it.
Yeah, here come the chocolate Hershey.
Right. I'm like, I done made it over here. Like,
your name ain't no longer Jeff Dean. It's Hershey now. You know. Right.
I was like, where my water at? Where the baby oil?
So, my man Trevor Jackson, he played in one of my favorite movies, Superfly.
Okay.
So
that was a great movie.
That was a damn great movie.
I was waiting for part 2.
Yeah, but I mean, he got to get, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to put you in there, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm going to hit him up like, hey,
Snow Patrol, you know?
Right.
So that seemed like it was great because I watched it. I watched you go live, and I watched the behind the scenes footage you put out on Instagram. Okay. So how was it with K. Michelle? Because we didn't get a chance to see that part.
Yeah, it was so quick. I got selected to open for her the actual day of the concert at like 12 p.m. So I had like 5 hours to get ready. I had to try to get my dancers, which couldn't even make it that day. Like, it was just a lot.
Is it because they ain't had no lotion to put on their bodies, their ankles and stuff was ashy?
Well,
what happened?
Well, one of them had to work, and the other one, she was teaching the other dancer the choreography to the song. But by the time they tried to learn it and make it, they couldn't even make it. That's why it's important for artists to be ready at all times, because I literally got the show at 12, performing at 7,
It's crazy because you absolutely right, because you as an artist, or even as us as interviewers, but right now we're talking about you, not me.
Right.
So,
Cool.
So the artist is, you never know, because you might see somebody in the weirdest place, like somebody coming out the bathroom, that you just coming out the bathroom, like, damn, man, I just got through urinating and doing this. Freestyle right now, right in here, right now. And there's a bunch of people in the airport, in the bath. The airport and the bathrooms be,
Right.
no comment. But you be like, they tell you to sing right here, right now. You got to be ready.
Yeah, we ready.
You got to be ready, because they can catch you at the weirdest moments, and you don't be like, you can't lay starstruck or you being nervous. The first thing you should think about when it's ready to do something like that is the hardest times you have to live in your life. Like, say for instance, that time you slept in a house, it was only one room and there was like 5 brothers. The time you really have to struggle, that's the time you should think about, like, no, I ain't going back to that.
Right.
I'm about to rap or sing.
Right. I'm about to give
By
it
the
my
time
all
I
right
get
here.
through singing, it's gonna be so loud. TSA here in the front, or wherever I'm at, the hotel. Everybody gonna hear me hit them notes, because that's the drive, that's the grind. That's what you should think about when you getting ready to, when you instantly performing in front of somebody. That's how Big Sean did when he ran up on Kanye and took
On the radio
off.
station. Yep.
Yeah, you can't be scared no more, because if you can never. I voiced this on a couple of my episodes. People are scared to fail. It's okay to fail. It's not okay to become a consistent failure.
Yep.
Because if you don't know how it is to get rejected, you ain't gonna learn how to handle it.
Yep. And you need to learn from the failure that you had previously. So,
Right.
yeah.
So you got to learn how to handle sometimes get rejected. Nobody wants to get rejected, but it's coming.
Right.
It might not be for you at the time, but keep grinding.
That's true.
So, don't want to get too far off the topic. I want to talk to you about songwriting,
Okay.
because I know if you had a chance to work with another songwriter besides the great songwriters that you work with, who would it be and why?
Man, I love 7 Streeter. Like,
Oh, man.
I love 7. Like, I definitely want to work with 7. Eric Bellinger, he's the GOAT.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
He's called, who else? Oh, Esther Dean. She actually follows me. GOAT. Man, she wrote,
She wrote Rihanna.
yep.
What's my
Oh,
name?
nah, yep. She cold.
Rico Love.
Rico Love is cold. Who else? It's a bunch. Oh, definitely. I can't even think of his name right now. I know it. He's the biggest songwriter. I can't. Sean Garrett is one, and
And you got, if you don't mind, I can help you go down the
Go ahead,
lines.
go ahead.
You got Neo.
Neo is cold.
You got The Dream.
The Dream definitely is cold.
You got
All the goats,
Yeah.
man. Any
Yeah.
one of them. I learn from any one of them.
The girl Sia. I mean, I can't pronounce her name.
I think that's
she
right.
always performed, but she
Yeah,
don't like.
Sia, that's right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you another artist that I hope you get a chance to work with. Her.
Oh man, she's
Man.
sweet. Yeah, she's amazing.
So, what type of instrument do you play?
Huh? None. Just this vocal instrument.
Just a vocal. You ain't never thought about getting on the piano?
I did, but I feel like, man, I feel like it's hard to play keys, but it makes you a better singer. But I don't know. I feel like it'll take me a while, and I'm just so busy trying to push the music that I already have. I should have tried to learn it during quarantine. That probably would have been the best. But one day I'm gonna learn how to play guitar. I do
mean,
want to play acoustic guitar.
Man, you know what? Every day you wake up, it's always a chance to do something. You know, every day you get an opportunity to live,
Yep.
you can always go do something. Because some people don't find their niche till later on, but long you
And that's
find
fine, long as you find it.
it, right?
Yep. You can
right,
do
'cause
whatever.
I tried music before. And see, a lot of people don't know that me and you went to Darrion before.
Right.
And man,
When I first met you.
when I mean to tell y'all, for the people that's watching this, great episode of the podcast. This guy he's really talented, man. He can really sing, man.
Thank you.
He can really talented. And I remember hearing this song House Gas because he took me home. I ain't had no car at the time. He dropped me off at home, man. He played that record, and it was a nice record.
Okay,
This guy, he's very talented, man. So for the people out there that's watching this podcast, where can we find Jeff Dean?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. Jeff Dean Music. And my website is jeffdeanofficial.com.
Okay. One more question, a very important question.
Okay.
Tell us about this EP, First Sex and Now.
Okay. So that was originally going to be the EP because it was going to be a 2-part EP. First about sex, and then the next part is about the emo side, like a relationship that started off with sex, and then now we in this gray area. But now I think I'm going to change the name, and the name is going to be probably before midnight or after midnight.
So what you gonna say before midnight? I want you here, but after midnight, go home.
You just really want her to go home. I'm just trying to get her to stay.
Yeah,
No.
she in the house living room more than the furniture.
Look, she vibing with me now, so that's what.
Okay.
Vibing with you, But yeah, the EP is just basically about a one-night stand that's turned into a situation, and it's my baby. So it'll be all the songs that you heard now, and then plus one more. So I'm in the process again.
You gotta hit her with that bedroom song.
It can't be on that EP because it's already on Mad Dog. Can't be on.
Give me a remix.
Yeah, remix. I might can do that. We'll see.
Yeah, give me a remix. Just don't ask me to be on the record.
Oh, I'll probably get another rapper. You know, I got all these rapper friends.
Oh yeah. But like I said, man, thank you for coming in today,
Oh, no
man.
problem. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Y'all. This is the Press for Conversation podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Laidback Corey. Thank my guy Jeff Dean for coming through, y'all. Until then, peace.
Peace, Detroit.